Hey, we are back. The Fantasy Football Avengers. We are in the building, and we gonna go over week 5 this week for y'all. We got. I got a rant. I got a rant on the WTH. Got a rant. We're gonna tell you who was eating good this week. It was a lot of people eating. I got the top 5 in every category. We're gonna go over who the bust of the week are. We're going to tell you who is still in your waiver wire, who's still in your free agency that you need to be picking up. Then we're going to go over the Thursday night football preview. But before we do all that, you know how we got to do this. We got to get that intro popping. So without further ado, you're now about to witness the strength of fantasy football knowledge.
Welcome to the Fantasy Football Avengers podcast, starring Kyle Shanahan's Boulevard, GQ, and GI16. And now, here's the boys.
Ew. Yeah, Garfield still gets mad every time I do it. It's your boy, Kyle Shanahan's. I'm back in the building. And to my right, got my brother, Boulevard, first level boss. How you feeling today, my brother? My good brother. How you feeling today?
Good. I'm always good.
Yeah. This is the time of the season.
Control.
It's the time of the season. It's man season. It's the time of the season. Like it's the weather's starting to get a little crisp. Time to start breaking out your winter coats. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It's man weather. Man weather for man game.
I'll put it like this. Up here, I haven't put my winter coat on yet. Not yet. But it's definitely getting cold. Give it 2 weeks, I'll have my coat on. I'm still rocking the heavy though, but
I don't know why I be thinking Vermont is cold all year long. Like I don't know why I be thinking y'all Alaska.
no, it'd be 90s in the summer, all that.
Okay.
They just get minus 10, minus 20, minus 30 in the winter. That's all.
That's the one thing I did not miss when I was in Georgia. I did not miss the super cold winters, but it used to piss me off when I was in Georgia and it'd be wintertime and I couldn't really put on my winter coats. Like I got the fly winter coats and I could never wear them because it never got cold enough. Like a winter, a cold winter in Georgia is like 40 degrees, 40, 45, but 40, 45 in Georgia is not 40, 45 in Baltimore.
Right.
Like, it's a nice little breeze. It's a nice little breeze. So you could probably put on a pea coat, not a pea coat, but you could probably put on like a bomber jacket or something like that, but I couldn't wear my Sherlin. Like, come on, bro. I paid all that money for this foot and I can't wear it.
That's crazy.
But we're about to hit y'all with the week 5 recap. It was a lot of craziness this past weekend.
All right, so NFL we're recording. I'm over here just doing numbers for the episode.
Yeah, the NFL loves to keep throwing us these curveballs. I tell you what, the script writers, they earning their money this year. They're earning their money this year.
Mm-hmm. Lots of twists and turns in this one.
Lots of twists and turns in this one. I think they got M. Night Shyamalan in the room for this one.
I could see that.
I think at the end of the season,
production.
I think at the end of the season, we're going to find out that Patrick Mahomes is really an alien.
It could be. It could happen.
Yeah,
could happen.
So what's the first game we got?
His dad looked like he'd be on some type of bullshit, so I could see that.
Right.
Probably got abducted by some aliens, got probed. Who knows? It's like, we'll give you a super baby that can throw a football from any angle.
So you're saying that the Fire in the Sky movie was the Patrick Mahomes origin story?
Could be. Or it could be Brayburn. I don't know. Shit, he could have come from a planet to do bad things to us.
I can see that.
Might be Omni-Man or some shit.
I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that. But Omni Man, he weak. he weak. He got a worse weakness than Superman. His weakness is his ears. He can't like that race of people. They can't hear anything loud. Like it throws off their equilibrium. So if I pull up blasting some trap music with the bass all the way up, they done for. They done for.
That is a weak ass weakness.
So you mean to tell me you can't listen to no fire music? You can't put no
Ain't that the weakness of the aliens from Mars Attacks?
I think so.
I think that was the same damn.
Could you imagine all the superpowers in the world? You can fly, you can do all that shit, but you can't listen to your favorite song.
Right? You can't turn that shit up. What kind of life is that?
Oh man. What's the first game we got? Was it that London game?
It'd be the London game, innit? New York Jets at Minnesota. Is that the London game?
Yeah, that was the London game.
Okay, yeah. Minnesota beat the Jets in London. Captain.
Where Karen Rodgers purposely got Robert Saleh fired.
Mm-hmm. And then went off and had a pint. Blimey, chips and all that in it.
That was really a bad game for everybody involved in fantasy.
Yeah.
Like, I think Aaron Jones got hurt in that game.
Yeah.
And he might be out for a couple of weeks now because of that. Well, you know what? That was actually Garrett Wilson's come out party. Because he had over 100 yards in the TD. About time he did something.
Well, it was bound to happen sometime.
Because he was really about to get sent back to bum jail. Because I'm just saying.
I have opinions on a solid thing, but I'm going to save it for the other show.
Yeah.
So that's not what we're talking about here.
Yeah. Rodgers didn't really have a good game. Sam Darnold really didn't have a good game. Justin Jefferson had a cool game. Addison did nothing. He did nothing.
Box scores.
But this is what I expected this is what I expect when you got two really good defenses playing each other. Like I don't expect much get off. But I tell you, another person who's about to be a candidate from bum jail, Brees Hall. 2 weeks in a row, you did nothing, my boy. Now it wasn't as bad as last week against Denver, where you had 10 carries and you only rushed for 4 yards. That was terrible. This was just as bad, but it wasn't as bad. This was bad, but not as bad as that other one, but still bad. It's still bad. I've seen some people talking about they may want to trade Brees Hall. I'm going to put it to you like this. He's not playing Denver and Minnesota every week. He's going to get his get off. But one more performance like that, my boy, you're going to bum jail. Look, and I don't even care if you get off this weekend and then next week you have a bad performance. If you have a bad performance, anytime in the next 3 weeks, you're going to bum jail.
You want a crazy, crazy ass stat?
What's that?
Garrett Wilson was targeted 23 times.
Oh, Rodgers is finally figuring out that he's the best wide receiver on the team. Imagine that.
I mean, who else would it be? Mike Williams, Alan Lazard?
Right.
Everybody's been trying to tell him. Maybe you should try listening to somebody.
Right.
I mean,
But
my hopes still ain't high for this offense. It's still Nathaniel Hackett. So
exactly.
and that's
Nathaniel
what.
Hackett only has a job because he's friends with Karen Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Discount double check.
Yeah. What's the next game on the docket?
The next game on the docket is Chicago beating the hell out of Carolina, slapping them back to reality. Up there goes gravity.
I was extremely disappointed in Carolina in this game. Extremely disappointed. Um, they had a good thing going. I mean, I felt like it was eventually gonna come crashing down, but whatever I've been saying, telling y'all all season, Chicago has a really nice defense. A really nice defense. So whenever Andy Dalton is gonna go against a really nice defense this year, he's gonna get exposed. He's gonna get exposed. Um, but you're still going to start his weapons. You're still going to start Leggett. They just had a bad week. You're still going to start Deontay Johnson. Just was a bad week. Caleb Williams is finally starting to look good.
Yeah, he did look good this game.
Yeah, yeah.
Must have liked the color of his nails. I don't know.
I don't even want to get into.
Mm-mm.
I don't want to get into that rainbow bright shit. I don't want to get into that.
No, we can't do that.
Yeah, I like having the show. I don't want to get canceled.
Yeah, I don't think they'll like it well.
Who ate with them? Wasn't it Moore DJ Moore finally put together a DJ Moore game?
Yeah, 5 for 105 and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. And Swift, DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
I am going to talk trash about you every week. Because as soon as I started talking trash about you, you started playing good. I got some shares of you, my boy, in some leagues. I need you to keep doing. Look,
it's fantasy, so all that matters is the final numbers. But this is mostly off of one carry. He's 20 for 55 otherwise.
But he got some receptions though, right?
Yeah, 2 catches, 1 for 5, 1 for 42.
Okay, so yeah, one long catch and 1 long run.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Roshan Johnson is the goal line vulture. So if Swift doesn't house it, chances are Roshan's going to come in and get the TD.
Right.
Chicago is figuring out their offense and they're figuring out what works. They're finally figuring out how to get Swift involved in the game, and now they know how to use Swift. They know how to use Roshan. Now it's just all about trying to figure out who's going to eat in that passing game. And of course, it's going to be DJ, but is the other pass catch? Is it going to be a Rome week? Is it going to be a Keenan Allen week? Is it going to be a Cole Kmet week? Outside of DJ Moore, but some good problems to have.
Yeah,
some good problems to have. It's just if you ain't got
the more options, the better. Some people would disagree, but no, the more options you got, the more you can do.
Right. So. It's just that it's messed up if you try to figure out who to play every week in fantasy. This is the reason why I stay away from certain. If it ain't DJ Moore, I don't want it.
Just like this show Swan is saying, follow the targets.
Follow the targets.
Going to get the majority of them.
Now in deeper leagues, yeah, give me Keenan Allen, give me Cole Kmet, give me Rome in deeper leagues, but regular leagues, nah. What did Hubbard? do this week?
Shuba Hubbard did 13 for 97. Also mostly off of one carry. Well, no, 12 for 60 otherwise, give or take. He had a good game. That's a solid production.
Okay. Every time I see Trooper Hubbard do good, I feel good. I feel good about what's coming for them at the running back position.
I just want to point out, I have a weird issue when it comes to a lot of the games because of where I live.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily get the same games that everybody else is getting, and that can be a problem when I'm trying to see certain games and I'm stuck with like a Patriots game. Yeah,
Nobody wants to see. Nobody wants to see that shit.
Right.
It's people in New England. It's people in New England that have been Patriots fans for the last 20 years of their life, and they don't want to watch Patriot games. Now, maybe they'll tune in this week to see Drake May start.
Yeah, maybe.
Drake maybe.
Right? Exactly.
That's his new name.
All he's throwing is 50-50 balls.
Drake maybe. That's his new name.
Right? You covered 50-50. If you're wide open, 50-50, it's a hospital ball.
All he out there throwing is true and false balls.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what's the next game on the docket?
Next game on the docket is Baltimore at Cincinnati. Oh, hell yeah.
Woo! That was a game for fantasy.
Mm.
That was a game for fantasy right there.
Mm-hmm.
If you had parts of that game, you probably walked away happy. If you had parts of that game.
I walked away happy.
I know in my dynasty league, the original dynasty league that I started, that we started up, I had I had Joe Burrow going, I had Jamar Chase going, I had T. Higgins going, and I had Derrick Henry going.
Yeah, we played each other in two different leagues last week.
Destroyed whoever I was playing last week. I believe I was playing my boy Kennard. I destroyed Kennard by like 200 points. Keep in mind, that's a deep league. It's an extremely deep league. We started it about 5 or 6 years ago, and every couple of so years, I'll add more spots for people to start. So, yeah, we're scoring. Our scoring is in the 300s, 200s, 300s. I'm scoring in the 400s because I just put together a team for real. But yeah, that was a crazy game. And Lamar went so far to throw of the year. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Like, I'm not a Raven fan, but I could not hate on that. I could not hate on that.
Hate on shit. I was jumping on the fucking replay on damn red zone.
When I seen it, I was like, woo. I was like, woo.
Right.
That was nice. Nice. That shuts up
a damn year.
That shuts up all the Lamar can't throw people. That shuts all that up.
I can't believe they're still even saying that. That's crazy.
But bruh, you know how stupid these football fans are. Brady had 6 rings and they were still calling him a system QB. He had to go to Tampa Bay in a whole nother system and win a ring, his 7th ring, before people stopped saying that system QB shit. This is how stupid football fans are. People would rather clinch on to the slander than just acknowledge the present. Because it's so much easier to just slander a great player than to just acknowledge a great player being a great player. Lamar Jackson is a great player. He's a great player. Lamar Jackson is going to be a Hall of
You
Famer.
can't be a multiple-time MVP and not be a great player.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
He's
that's just people trying to, I don't know, just keep him down. There's no other reason for it. I mean, his credentials are proven. So there's no reason for any of it to continue. That's why I don't understand it. It's been going
yeah,
on for so long. And then when
yeah,
he has a down, it's like, oh, we told you he wasn't shit. Like, no, fuck out of here with that. Because, I mean, the
yeah.
man, time MVP, he's a future Hall of Famer. That narrative needs to go away.
Yeah, it does need to go
Out
away.
back and put a hole in it. It's done for.
Like his first year in the league, you could probably say that. But here's the thing. Everybody gets better. Great players get better. Like you see how quick everybody was to flip the narrative for Josh Allen when Josh Allen got Stephon Diggs and he finally started looking like he could throw the ball. But his
Yeah,
first
there
2
were
years,
other factors in that too.
his first 2 years in the league, he couldn't throw the ball for shit.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't throw the ball for shit his first 2 years in the league. But he got better, got himself a weapon, and everybody's like, "Oh, Josh Allen's the greatest quarterback." And, but where is that for Lamar? And keep in mind, I hate the Ravens. I am not a Ravens fan, but I respect greatness. And Lamar's great. He's great. He's great.
Absolutely.
See, you're not gonna get the BS that you get from ESPN and Fox News over here with us. Mm-mm, mm-mm. We don't have bias. We don't do biasness over here. Like
You want McCaffrey in Side Piece League?
Huh?
You want McCaffrey in Side Piece League?
Do I want McCaffrey?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, give me McCaffrey because I know he's coming back.
All right, we'll talk about it.
McCaffrey coming back like Jesus.
That's the only way. I don't know. Well, maybe it's looking bleak for his ass from what I'm hearing. But I mean, that's all rumors.
See, the thing about it is that he's we're gonna take it slow with him. Okay. He's not gonna come back and get force fed 30 targets a game. It's no reason to do that now with the emergence of Jordan Mason. There's no reason to do that now. Like we can hide him. We can really hide McCaffrey with all the weapons we got around. We could really hide McCaffrey and just let McCaffrey do his thing when he feels up to it. You know what I'm saying? So like when he feels like, okay, I can go. It's not bothering me no more. I can go. Like this is something. It's not gonna be a forever thing with him. He just got to do what the doctors say. And I know he wants to get out there and he wants to tear it up, but nah, you got to think about your career. You got to think about the rest of your career because you're 28. You're 28. You still got at least 3 more years in you if you take care of your body. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to really shutting him down for the year, honestly.
Right.
Honestly, let him come back next year. Honestly, even though I know that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen because we're looking at that Super Bowl window. But hey, it is what it is. I'll take him because I know we bringing him back. We got no choice. I just said for real football, I'm not opposed to shutting him down for the year because I would rather have him for another 2-3 years playing at a high level than have him fuck himself up and now we don't have a Christian McCaffrey no more.
Or worse, he ain't got a career.
Right. That's just the me thinking about real football. Like sometimes I gotta prioritize real football over fantasy football because the real football makes the fantasy football. So if you bring McCaffrey back next year and he's healthy, bam, there you go. Because you know people are not going to take him number 1 overall next year.
Right.
So you're going to get him at a bargain. So you may get him in the middle of the first, you may get him in the back of the first, you may get him in the second. You're going to get a bargain. So yeah.
I may even trade Dak too. Wow. Stay tuned, folks.
Yeah.
Boulevard's about to make some trades.
It's that time.
I
If
know
your
what
team,
I have now.
if your team ain't looking right in week 6, it's time to make some moves. I had to in one of my leagues, my team was not looking good. I had to make a lot of moves today, and I made a lot of moves, and hopefully these moves pay off. What's the next game on the docket?
Miami at New England. Boo. But Stu Huntley.
What's the next game after that?
Yeah.
Because that really stank for fantasy football. Like that game stank. Like
I just want a final look at Tyler Huntley's stats.
Like I think Tyreek is the only one that really did something this week. Because A-Chan got hurt.
Tyreek Hill had 69 yards. Ramondre Stevenson had 89 rushing yards. That game is exactly what the score says. 15-10.
After they said that he wasn't starting, he got 89 rushing yards.
Next game.
How much did Gibson have? How much did Gibson have?
I should know this. I just looked at it.
The starter.
Gibson had 6 for 52. Those are nice looking numbers. No touchdowns. Right? And no. Wait. 1, 4 yards. Useless.
You know what's crazy? The things that we hear about Tracy from the Giants. Oh, he was a wide receiver in college. He switched to running back. It's pretty much the same thing with Gibson. Gibson was a wide receiver that they switched to running back. They were trying to make the Redskins were trying to make Gibson the new CMC. And it just didn't work. It doesn't work. I got caught in the hype. I ain't gonna lie. I'm mad that I did.
Speaking of hype, how about Jalen Wright? 13 for 86.
I like that. But with him, somebody got to get hurt.
Yeah.
Before he gets on the field and really gets numbers, somebody got to get hurt. Because if you're the Dolphins, you're not starting him over Raheem Mostert.
Absolutely not.
And you're not starting him over A-Chan.
Absolutely not.
But he's insurance in case somebody gets hurt.
That's damn good insurance to have, averaging 6.6 yards a carry.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, he cooked.
Yeah. People, keep an eye on him. At least put him on the watch list. Do something, because
if you have A-Chan or Mostert on your team, you need to be rostering him.
A-Chan's been hurt before, and Mostert's getting up there in years and carries. So
I mean, last year was the first year Mostert ever went through a whole year really healthy.
Right.
So yeah, Mostert has definitely had an injury history. And A-Chan has a injury history too. What's the next game?
That next game is Am I in the right week? I'm on the wrong page. Shit, my bad. I got distracted. Shit. Oh, well, I'm on the wrong week altogether. On like last Indianapolis at Jacksonville. Return until Flacco.
That was a great game. That was a great game for fantasy. Flacco went off. Trevor Lawrence finally went off.
Yeah.
Welcome back to fantasy football, Trevor Lawrence. Welcome back. I might be able to trade you this week after that.
No, it's like when you were playing Monopoly and you hit that corner, but you're not in jail. You're just standing there.
Yeah.
That's Trevor.
He was standing there. He was standing in front of bum jail. He was on his way in.
It's like, you're not going to get me this time. Now.
Oh man, Brian Thomas. When he's going off. He is going off. He's probably the best number one target that Trevor Lawrence has had.
He's not the one they expected to be. It was supposed to be Kirk.
It was supposed to be Kirk. But I always felt like Kirk is not that special.
Yeah, I think we all knew that when they signed him. That's why everybody's like, why the hell did they give him so much money?
Right.
Everybody knew. We all knew.
I look at Kirk, like Kirk didn't do anything with Kyler Murray, and they replaced him. They replaced him with Hop. So he was expendable. So I'm like, I don't think he's that good. I just don't think he's that good.
We'll say this, just looking at the stats, there were a lot of big plays in this game.
Yes, it was.
I see three passes, 3 receptions over 60 yards in this game. That almost was a tear to my damn eye.
And one of them was to Pierce?
65.
Speaking of which, before we came on the air, I got a notification. Michael Pittman might be down for a few weeks.
Yeah, I saw something about it. Yeah, I took account. I've taken it in account on my teams, and everybody else should too. Go hit that shit up before it's too late.
If you got Josh Downs, if Josh Downs is available, which he shouldn't be, if he's available, pick him up. If Alec Pierce, if you got room on your bench for Alec Pierce, pick him up because
he should have been off by now. That's the thing. He should have been off the damn wire by now.
He should have been, but he had that down week a couple weeks ago, and so people dropped him back. Oh, this is fool's gold. Dropped him back. So pick him up. But Josh Downs is going to be the real winner of Pittman getting hurt.
Looks that way.
Now, I know we said this off camera, but I don't know how the Colts can go back to Anthony Richardson after these last 2 weeks with Flacco.
I don't think they can, at least this season, unless Flacco starts fucking up. But I mean, you know what they say: you take a quarterback, you let him run out there or do the thing, and he fucks up. You take him out. Now you've shattered his confidence. So what happens when he goes back out there?
I don't believe that.
I mean, it's happened. Like they say that happened to the boy EJ Manuel. They say his confidence got shattered because he got benched.
I'm gonna tell you. When I look at cats like Sam Darnold, I look at cats like Geno Smith. I look at cats like that, and I'm like, they are performing at high levels, even after all the things they've been through, all the teams they've been through. They're performing at high levels. So I don't believe that. I believe some people need to sit down and learn.
Yeah. Yeah, not every
Everybody's
first pick has to be out there game 1 or it's game 10, really.
man. Look,
Until they're ready, like up here to go out there.
yes, they let Patrick Mahomes sit behind Alex Smith for a
Right.
year.
I mean, if he's immediately in danger because the line is ass, you can't put him out there.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have a rookie running for their life. They'll never recover.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you got to play it smart with him because what's up here matters a lot. Like that may be the most important and valuable part of a quarterback is the break. So you can't
Maybe if
fuck
you
that up.
let him sit behind
Yeah,
Flacco, let him watch Flacco, let him learn from Flacco, see how Flacco get that ball out.
right.
You know,
I mean, that's a veteran.
take something from Flacco. If Anthony Richardson develops a short to intermediate um throwing package in his arsenal, Lord help us.
Yes.
Lord
I mean,
help us.
that's a lot. I mean, that's like 60% of quarterback throwing. But yeah, that's a lot to ask. But there's no reason he shouldn't be able to figure it out. I don't know
Not at
what
all.
is with the reading and understanding what's going on the other side. I don't know how good he is there, but he should at least be able to get the fundamentals down pat. And
Exactly.
with Flacco there, because he has a veteran Super Bowl winner, all that good shit,
Mm-hmm.
right there to learn from. So if he fucks up, if he does not make it, it's kind of on him
It
because
is.
everything's there for him to develop. He's got a good coach, a coach that's had brought good seasons out of quarterbacks before. So there's
That's
no
how
reason he shouldn't develop except himself.
that's how I felt about Trey Lance. You had every opportunity to become a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying great. You don't need to be great because it's early in your career.
Right.
Just be good. You're with a team that had a good defense and a bunch of weapons. You had no choice but to be good. But you chose to not be good. But it's all about development.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like some players can benefit, like Geno Smith did, from being a backup, a career backup,
Mm-hmm.
until it's your time to take the reins. So
Yeah. I mean, he always had the talent. He just had to get the mindset. Like
that's
he
what
had
it
to
is.
get the brain together. Yeah.
That's
Perfect
what it is.
example. Some of them just take time to develop because you got to grow up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got to grow into being a quarterback.
And
You
stop
can
doing
coach when
things.
you're young.
And stop doing things that to piss your lineman off, and they punch you in the face for it.
Basically, yeah. Definitely, if you're a quarterback, do not get punched in the face by your lineman. Don't put yourself in that situation. Be good to your lineman.
Yeah, you supposed to treat your lineman good so that they take care of you when you on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Don't piss your lineman off, bro.
Don't be a Kyle Bowler. Nobody knows
Don't
who
be
that
a
is anymore.
don't be a cow bowler. Even worse, don't be a Stony Case.
Oh my god,
Mm,
that was a person, wasn't it?
yeah,
Stony
yeah. I
Case,
took it.
Browns. Good lord,
Now
Ravens.
he actually
Ravens.
played for the Ravens, and the Ravens, he did something in the Ravens offensive line was letting him get lit up.
Wow.
Uh, a guy I know, he used to hang out where the Ravens players used to hang out. He asked one of the linemen, he wasn't a starter or nothing. He was like, "Yo, why y'all letting teams fuck Sony Case up like that?" He said, "Cause we won the game last week, and he feeling himself, so we had to let him know." I said, "Oh, okay." So they hit him with the Willie Beeman.
Fair enough.
They gave him the Willie Beeman special. Okay.
Hmm. See, to me, that's a plenty solid reason. You won't get an argument out of me on that one. No.
Yeah. Don't be an asshole. You're a quarterback. Take care of your peoples.
Mm-hmm. Buy them watches and mopeds and go-karts and all that good shit.
Yeah, they like that shit. They'll
Mhm.
protect you. They'll
Mhm.
protect you because you damn sure don't want them 300-pound linemen falling on your ass.
No, that's
What's
bad for business and ACLs.
exactly?
Next game is Texans beating Buffalo 23-20. I think
Josh Allen let me down, man. He let me down. I think I'm hoping that Bills management is looking at this game and saying, and looking at the last two games, saying, you know what? I think Josh needs a weapon. And they go out and they get him a Hop, or they go out and try to get him an Adams, or they go out and try to get him a Deontay Johnson. He needs something, bruh. He needs something. You can get away with the things he was doing, the Buffalo Bills were doing the first 3 weeks of the season. You can get that off on some weak squads. But when you got to play squads that are making playoff runs, like I don't think you can beat the Kansas City Chiefs right now. Because pretty much that's what Buffalo built their squad up every year to beat Kansas City. I don't think you can beat Kansas City right now.
Right.
I'm not 100% sure that y'all beat the Bengals right now.
Damn. No.
Yeah. Josh Allen needs a weapon outside of Cook. He needs a weapon outside of Cook.
He does need a weapon. I mean, considering the one that he did have, he was giving that man 160 targets a season.
Mm-hmm. You see the look,
and now he has no one to get.
You see the look Diggs gave him at the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I think Diggs wanted to steal off on him. As Bobby used to say, he wanted to go in his mouth.
Go in his mouth. No lie. He said that to a kid. The kid opened his mouth and he stole it. Like he rocked the shit out of him. I ain't gonna lie, it was hilarious. But like whoever you is out there, if you're watching, you deserve that shit.
Yeah, you
basically asked him to punch you in the face.
So we lost Nico Collins in this game.
Yeah. But we gained Stephon Diggs.
Or we gained Tank Dell.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely he's gonna get boosted by Nico's loss, but I think those targets are going to Diggs.
Do you remember what Tank Dell did last year when Nico got hurt?
I do.
Went smooth off.
He had his games, he had his moments. Hell yeah. He'll get them this time around. Now they gotta get him the ball. This is the advantage of having so many weapons. When you lose one, you got more.
Somebody got to step up. This is what the street's been waiting for. Tank Dell. Dell. This is what the street's been waiting for. I'm interested to see how Stroud is going to divvy up those targets. I'm interested now. Who is going to be his new favorite now that Nico's gone?
I hope it's Diggs, but you might be on to something. He's more familiar with Dell, but Diggs is Diggs.
Diggs is Diggs.
Diggs is capable of being a dominant top 10, maybe top 5 number 1. So they're going to use that. They got to use that.
I worry that Diggs is going to get attacked on the field by Offset.
Hey, he deserves it. Maybe he do. Is it true though? Is it really true?
I don't know, but it's funny as hell to me.
It is funny as hell. Is it? Like 8 months at that? Hey, come on, y'all. Like this can't be real.
When I seen it, I initially started thinking about that locker room interview where they was asking who's the one guy on the team with the Vikings that everybody hated, and it was Diggs.
Yeah, who would you not want to date your sister? And
everybody said Diggs.
Mm-hmm. Because they know.
They know. But CJ Stroud had a really good game.
Yeah, you can almost count on that with
Yeah,
him.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
mean,
I like
like,
consistency. I like consistency out of the players that I pick. Like some weeks I want you to go high, but if you got a happy medium every week, a happy medium where you're throwing for close to or 300 yards and a couple of TDs, and I know this is what I can count on every week, that makes me happy for fantasy. Because I know no matter what, this is what you're going to give me every week.
right.
Some weeks you may give me more, and I'm happy with that. Give me some more.
Mm, mm, mm.
What's the next game on the docket?
Is shit, did it again. Oh, right. Next game on the docket is damn, I keep losing that shit. Denver beat the Raiders. I don't know what to make of that game.
Denver has a nice defense, but this was Brock Bowers' coming out party. He went off. He went off. Brock Bowers went off. Amir Abdullah may just be the best running back on that team
And that's the saddest damn thing I ever
I've ever heard. They switched quarterbacks in the middle of the game. Bo Nix finally had a game. What do you have, like 281, 2 TDs and a pick, something like that?
Bo Nix, 206.
Okay.
19 at 27 for 206. Yeah, 7.6 per.
He showed a spot.
Yeah. He didn't fuck up. Most
No, not at
importantly.
all. Not at all. But he definitely showed a spot. Like, I feel like by the end of the year, he may be a serviceable quarterback for fantasy football in deeper leagues. So whoever drafted Bo Nix, your time is coming.
Sad part is the Raiders. It's like unless you got Trey Tucker or Devontae Adams for later, you might as well get rid of whoever you got because they're useless now.
No, you keep Brock Bowers.
Oh yeah, Bowers obviously, but yeah, the rest of that offense. I mean, Devontae's gone. There's not much there to depend on. Even Tucker's hit or miss. Yeah. So
Tucker is really good for deep leagues.
All right. Looks like Jacoby Myers getting more of the attention.
See, I want Jacoby Myers to go somewhere with better quarterbacking. Because Jacoby Myers, he's like a Black Edelman. Like, all he does is catch the ball. He catches everything that's thrown to him. And he gets you first downs. So, yeah, he needs to be somewhere with a real quarterback. But if the Raiders keep losing, he might get that with Sanders.
All right. I'm going moving forward. I got nothing else for that game. Arizona at San Francisco. You know what happened in this game.
We're skipping that one because you know what that because you know what segment that's gonna fall under. Yeah. Skip that. What's the next game?
Green Bay went to LA and beat the Rams on Sunday.
Okay. Jordan Love had a decent game. It wasn't his best of the season, but he had a pretty decent game. What are we feeling? What are we feeling about his targets? Like his wide receivers? Like who's the number one? Who's the number two? What are we feeling?
It seems to change week to week. Like, I don't know if it's a matchup thing or what. We were talking about Green Bay here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, it varies. As you look at it this week, it was Don Tavy and Wick that led in targets. And I can't imagine it's happened any other week of the season.
Mm.
So it'll be like whatever the matchups dictate, I assume, with this offense.
I feel like Jaden Reed does the most with his targets.
Mm-hmm.
He does more with his targets than everybody else.
I believe it was the same case last year. I think he's the one who had like a high yards per reception last season as well. Yeah, he's a big play opportunity.
And for some reason, Christian Watson, and Love can't get on the same page.
Mm.
The tight end, Croft.
Right.
Was it Croft? Croft.
Tucker Croft.
Eaton. The last 2 weeks. So yeah. He's
my bad. I'm over here looking at both stats.
He been eating the last 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah, I guess so. Never say he broke a big one. Giggity.
Yeah, two of them things. Yeah. I believe he was a top 5 tight end this week.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that in a minute.
Yeah, he'd have to be. Maybe even number one. I mean, I'd have to go look though.
Whittington got some targets this week.
Yeah, he did. They all did, including Kobe Parkinson.
I think Tutu Atwell led everybody in reception in yards this week. Again.
No, Whittington had 7 for 89 on 10. Tutu had 6 receptions for 58 on 10. Parkinson had 7 receptions for 52 on 13 targets.
13 targets.
Y'all. Well, what do I know? I'm just some ugly dude in Vermont.
13 targets. That's a lot of targets.
Right. Especially for a tight end. I mean, damn.
We need to
see
how
have made more with those, but
we need to see how all that shakes out when Cup comes back. Because somebody's gonna starve. Somebody's gonna starve.
Right. There were a lot of hungry pieces on this team.
All right.
And he still is trying to bring Corum into the offense on top of that. So
yeah. Corum needs to sit down. He'll get his turn eventually.
He's not needed right now.
He'll get his turn eventually.
Basically.
One thing I'm gonna say about them NFC West running backs, the starting ones, most of them are injury prone. CMC, Kyron Williams, and Ghana, all injury prone. Oh, and Walker is starting to look injury prone too.
Yeah, he's hurt again. think he had a doubtful.
I don't know what it is about these NFC West running backs and why they can't stay healthy, but yeah. This is why I stress to everybody: get the handcuffs.
Get the handcuffs.
Get the handcuffs, because especially if you know the handcuff, especially know the handcuff is going to look good next year. If you draft Christian McCaffrey, you should know I'm going to pick up Jordan. I'm going to draft Jordan Mason. You should know this.
All right. Especially the way it's shaking out, that would have been a hell of a pick.
Right. I know I did it.
That's exactly why you do that.
Because I know better.
Rounds when you're wondering, should I get this? Like, who am I going to get it? Because you got to fill that position. You know, you need that depth running back.
The one thing you don't want to do is draft running backs in the first 2 to 3 rounds, and you don't have an answer for one of them goes down.
Right.
So yeah, draft the backups, because
absolutely
every year, every league I got Connor in, I got Trey Benson sitting on the bench because I know Connor is injury prone. Every year he gets hurt. So
you got to take that into consideration in these things when you're drafting. So, I mean, if you know they have a history, then if you're not paying attention to that, you're just fucking up for no reason.
Right. It'd be something different if they're newer guys, you know what I'm saying, with no real injury history.
Yeah.
You know, I understand that. Like, but for guys that have been around and have lost seasons, yeah, it's no excuse, none at all. Like I don't feel sorry for you if you lose your star player, but you don't have this backup. I don't feel sorry for you because you're supposed to know better.
Yeah.
Next game on the docket.
Holy shit! I'm an idiot. All right. The game on the docket is New York at Seattle. Yeah.
Oh, upset of the week.
Giants beating the Seahawks.
Not only is that upset of the week, but that's surprise of the week as well, because I thought without Malik Neighbors, there was no chance for the Giants to win. But Daniel Jones has shown that he can consistently target more players than Neighbors and Wan'Dale Robinson, because Slayton got like what, 20? He got like 20 targets this week?
11.
Yeah. And he made the most of them.
8 catches on 11 for 122 and a touchdown. Great game for him.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a great game. Best game I've seen from him in years.
Mm-hmm. I can imagine Seattle's inability to run the ball was a big deal in the fact that they lost.
Yeah. Yeah. I try to tell people the Giants got a really good D line.
Well, I gotta grab a water.
Okay.
No, go on. It's right here.
Okay. Hey, the Giants got a really good D line, and I've been trying to tell people about that. Like, they're going back to their roots, trying to win games, how they won games when Eli Manning was there. You know, put a strong D line on the field and pray that the quarterback and the offense get it together.
Yeah,
because that D line is something crazy this year. I'm a 49er fan, and I'm jealous of that D line. Like, I wish our D line could perform at that level.
Yeah, can't have everything.
Look, give me something. I can't have everything, but just give me something.
You got Shanahan.
Yeah, I got Shanahan, I guess. Tracy did
Great game
his
for this
great
dude.
game. Great game. Great game. Do you feel like Tracy should be a starter over Singletary?
If he can do this again,
Yeah, yeah. Contingent on him doing something like this again. I
I
like that.
mean,
That
you
makes
got to
sense.
see the consistency. That's why Singletary was there, because at least he's shown the ability to do everything you need to do.
Yeah, if it weren't for Cook, Singletary would probably still be in Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's actually good when he's on the field. He's actually
But
pretty
again,
good.
at some point he's going to miss time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because
Another one of those players.
that's just what he does.
Mm-hmm.
He misses time. It is what
Yeah.
it is. But again, if you have Singletary, which I didn't, I had Singletary, but Singletary never left my bench. I got one league where I drafted Singletary, but this is the league. In this league, I got Kamara. I think I had Rashad White. I think I had Travis Etienne and Devon Achane. Those were my running backs. So Singletary never saw the field. He's probably never going to see the field in that league. But I get it. I get it. He's a good player. Damn good player. I tell you what, I would take him in San Francisco as the backup to Jordan Mason right now. Because if anything were to happen to Jordan Mason, God forbid, knock on wood, I would expect Singletary to hold the fort down until Mason or CMC comes back. So he's one of those players. Like if he gets on the field for your team, you like him because he's gonna do good shit. You just gotta be on the field. He just gotta be on the field.
Right. Some players have a problem with that.
Yeah. Yeah. But anytime Daniel Jones beats an NFC West team that ain't the 49ers, I'm always here for it.
Right.
What's the next game on the docket?
The Dallas Cowboys beat the Steelers.
And who caught that last touchdown? The game-winning touchdown?
I honestly don't remember his name. I'm sorry, my brain is floating. I'm getting a little brain tired.
Burn. My guy, Jalen Tolbert.
I knew that. I'm just over here brain farting.
Jalen Tolbert had a game. He actually outpaced CeeDee Lamb this week.
That's what the numbers say.
Yeah, he outpaced CeeDee Lamb this week. Now, granted, that's not going to happen every week.
Oh no,
not going to happen. Not
but
going to
it
happen.
had to happen at some point. I mean, when you got it strategically, it had to happen at some point.
He's actually a better number 2 for the Dallas Cowboys than Brandon Cooks was. And I like Brandon Cooks. Like I always felt like Brandon Cooks was the CJ Anderson of wide receivers. Just underappreciated and disrespected everywhere he went. Everywhere he went, he cooked, but teams just kept trying to replace him. Like CJ Anderson, everywhere CJ Anderson went, he cooked. But teams were always trying to replace CJ Anderson. That's how I felt.
CJ Anderson.
That's how I feel about Brandon Cooks. Like Brandon Cooks, prime Brandon Cooks, because this Brandon Cooks is kind of washed. But prime Brandon Cooks, everywhere he went, he had 1,000 yards.
Mm-hmm.
He put up 1,000 yards everywhere he went. And teams were always trying to replace his ass.
Guess they just ain't like him. I don't know. That's crazy though.
That is crazy to me. Wide receivers that get 1,000 yards, I don't let them out the building.
Right.
If anything, I'm building around you. You know, well, not necessarily building around, but like building next to. Because if you can get 1,000 yards, and I can bring in another guy that can get 1,000 yards, and I can bring in another guy to get 1,000 yards. Now I got a happy quarterback.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to pound some coffee. Jeez.
How you drink your coffee? Hot or cold?
Oh, right now I'm just drinking it cold. I just need to chug some. Quick fix. Yeah. There it is. I'm back.
I drink my coffee cold, but I drink mushroom coffee.
Right.
That shit it's good for mental clarity, and it's good for like stomach gut health. Yeah, it's good for that shit. So, and I like the taste of it. So,
I'm gonna have to get into that at some point. I mean, I'm slowly making all the changes. Actually, I've made most of the changes I needed to make, but I can go a little further for the betterment of my health.
Yeah, we got to. We got to.
Men, take care of yourselves.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, men. Don't rely on a woman to take care of you. Take care of yourself. No. Take care of yourself.
Ain't no guarantee they know what they're doing.
Right. Take care of yourself. Look, listen to your doctor. Listen to your doctor and make plans, because you definitely want to be around. You definitely want to be around to see your kids grow up, and you definitely want to be around to see your grandkids. Hey,
absolutely.
You may want to see your kids get into the NFL, so you know you can pick them in fantasy football.
Hell yeah!
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if you had a kid and somebody draft your kid in fantasy football before you? Nah, that's my kid. Put my kid back.
What you gonna give me for him?
Put my kid back. What are you doing? That's my kid. Put him back. You trade me my kid right now.
Jalen Hurts and Trey McBride.
Yo, I wonder if LeBron is drafting Bronny in fantasy basketball.
He's the only one. He's a 0.0 whatever percent. That shit got a pi number of zeros next to it. Ain't nobody drafting Bronny.
Hey,
if you is. You think you funny if you is.
Rico Dowdle has taken that backfield by storm.
Oh, that was just a matter of time.
Yeah. I felt like when I looked at the Cowboys, I felt like, okay, they're bringing Zeke back. They really don't have a plan.
Right.
At running back.
I mean, were we supposed to think Zeke Deuce Vaughn was going to do it? I mean, seriously? Because that wasn't happening.
Isn't Deuce Vaughn, isn't he the one they drafted last year? And his father is like a coach on the team?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For a second, I thought, okay, he may be able to do it. For a second. Because his father's there. Of course his father's going to pitch for him.
Right.
But Rico Dowdle. He's a name that if you're a trap rapper, you're not picking him up. With all these Ricos going around.
No, just something about him I don't like. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. You know what I mean?
If you're Young Thug and you're playing fantasy football, you are not drafting Rico Dowdle.
The reason Deuce Vaughn will never be a number one is because he is 5'5".
Yeah, you're no muscle hamster, my guy.
No, not at 176. You ain't.
Nah, you better put about 25 more pounds on that frame,
and then go play baseball.
Right. Learn to steal.
Seriously. That's all, yeah.
Learn to bunt and get home. If you can learn to bunt and get on base and learn to steal, they'll keep you around.
Oh, Deuce Vaughn, you know where he belongs? Flag. He belongs in that flag football shit with Hoosh Doucette and all that.
Deuce Vaughn does sound like a baseball player.
It do, don't it?
From the movie. What's the movie? With Charlie Sheen in it.
Major League.
Yeah, he sounded like a baseball player from Major League.
Somebody's name was Vaughn in that. Was that Charlie Sheen's last name in the Could be.
I think it was Vaughn. I think his last
Okay.
name was Vaughn.
That makes
Wild
sense.
Thing. Wild Thing.
That's all I'm remembering is Wild Thing.
Yes. Great movie, by the way. Major League 1 and 2. Great movie. Back when sports movies were sports movies. We need more of those.
Yeah.
It's an untapped market right now. Like if somebody came out with a really good and funny sports movie, they may make some money. Because it's an untapped market right now. Everybody's trying to do either superhero films or lame woke comedy movies.
Or music biographies.
Yeah. Or taking supervillains and putting them in musicals.
Oh.
I'm looking at you, Mr. Hangover. Todd Phillips. Giving this world.
Why would they do that?
It's Todd Phillips. Did you see Hangover 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
Yeah. Nobody remembers it. It was a fever dream.
And I remember the giraffe getting its head knocked off and everything else is a blur.
Yeah, he did not want to do the Hangover 3, so he gave, I guess Warner Brothers, he gave them some trash. They pretty much told him, we need another Hangover. He's like, I don't want to do it. And, they gave him a bag of money and he turned around and gave him trash. Like,
I'll give him trash for a bag of money. Shit, that sounds like a fair deal to me.
I couldn't give you trash for a bag of money. You give me a bag of money, and if I agree to do something, even if I didn't want to do it, if I agreed to do something with my creativity and you're paying me, I'm going to give you the best that I got. Because I agreed to it. I could have said no. I could have said no. I don't want to do another one. I don't want to do it again. I could say no and walk away and just let you bastardize my intellectual property. But if I agree to it, I'm going to give you fire. That's just me. That's just me. But you know what?
Hangover 3 didn't hurt him as bad as Joker will.
I don't think Joker's going to hurt him. He's got privilege. I don't think Joker's going to hurt him.
Well, it should.
He made $1 billion off that first Joker movie. Somebody's going to pay him money to do something else.
Yeah.
He got a string of hits.
That's true.
One flop ain't going to hurt him.
I know how it goes. He'll be back with another trilogy or some shit, or Joker 3. Something a trois.
Look, if he announces a Joker 3, I'm going to personally find him and beat his ass.
Oh, anyway, you've seen Joker 3. Joker 2 and Joker 1. He might like that shit. Who knows? He might be into that. Yeah, choke me harder. What?
You be whipping his ass and he be laughing like Raven.
Mm-hmm. Fucking weirdos.
All right, so what we got last? The Monday night game?
Nolan's at KC.
What did I say last week? If you remember, what I said when we brought up
Juju, I don't remember 10 minutes ago, man.
We brought up Juju and, we had a good laugh, and I said, you know what? Juju might not be a bad play. I said, Juju, he was decent in the Rashid Rice role when he had a chance.
Also said Kareem Hunt too.
Oh yeah, we already knew. We already know about Kareem Hunt. Give Kareem Hunt the opportunity, and Kareem Hunt is going to perform. And Kareem Hunt showed out. But you know who else showed out? Juju. Juju. Juju went to play for the Patriots last year. I don't blame his year on him last year.
No, that wasn't his all fault.
I don't blame it on him. I don't blame it on him.
He had talking about trash, getting bags of money for trash.
Yeah.
That's who was throwing him the ball.
Yeah. So I don't blame that on him. Considering what we saw Monday night from Juju, I can honestly say I don't think KC needs to they don't need to trade for no wide receiver.
Can we be guaranteed that this will keep coming up like that?
I don't think he's going to get 7 for $130 every game, but he's going to give you enough for them to win games. And he's going to give you enough for him to remain fantasy relevant. I can honestly see him hovering around in PPR leagues. I can see him hovering around 15 to 20 points per week. Just hovering around that. Some weeks he may give you 14. Some weeks he may give you 16. Some weeks he may give you 30. But, I can see him hovering around that. Because now Travis Kelce is activated again. So people gotta pay attention to Travis Kelce. Now you got Xavier Worthy out there. You got to pay attention to Xavier Worthy. Kareem Hunt's back there. You got to pay attention to Kareem Hunt. And when Pacheco comes back, they're probably going to run them as a two-headed monster. So you got to pay attention to that. So Juju can sneak some catches in. He can sneak some catches in from the slot position. I can see that. I could definitely see that. Because
what you're saying is horrible,
I know.
Because you're projecting where the Chiefs are going to get better.
I know. Not better. Not better. I mean, better as a team, yes. Better as a team,
paper at least, yeah.
But Rashee Rice is still way better than Juju.
Oh yeah.
Way better.
Right.
And I feel like with Rashee Rice on the field, Patrick Mahomes, that's his go-to guy. That's his go-to guy. So now Patrick Mahomes doesn't have that go-to guy. And look at that. He had over 300 yards for the first time this season, if I can recall.
Could be.
Yeah,
still coming up short in the touchdowns, but a win's a win.
Yeah.
Don't need to when the defense playing like that.
I tell you what, that Andy Reid is a cold motherfucker, man. He knows how to adapt. He knows how to adapt to what's going on. I need Kyle Shanahan to be just a little more like Andy Reid. But you know what? Andy Reid was Kyle Shanahan when Andy Reid was younger. So
that's a skill so many coaches seem to lack is to adapt.
Yeah.
To what, everybody says next man up, but they come up short so often when it comes to that.
But Andy's been around forever. He's seen it all.
Yeah.
He's seen it all. So he's like, there's nothing new you could throw at Andy Reid at this point. He's seen it all. As far as defenses and all that go, he's seen it all. He's seen it all. So it takes a coach being seasoned. That's all it is. Just being seasoned.
All right. Well, let me ask you this. We could actually feasibly get through an episode without hearing this, but I have to ask. Do you believe in Jake Heiner?
No. That's why Spencer Rattler's starting.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. No,
that's
I don't believe
it. I even posted that and said something about it. Yeah.
Oh, Spencer Rattler's starting.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I feel Derek Carr's never getting that spot back.
It depends. If Spencer Rattler got to come out like gangbusters.
Mm-hmm.
He got to come out playing like what he thinks he is, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, basically, he's got to take the job.
So if you are in deeper leagues, 2 quarterback leagues, and you feel like taking a shot on somebody that could possibly take a spot, why not? Why not pick up Spencer and just throw him on your bench and see what he does this week?
Why not?
Why not? Why not?
What's the worst that could happen? He
I
has
feel
a
like
bad game.
Olave is going to have a good game this week because he's going to get peppered with targets. Spencer Rattler said, "Whenever I'm on the field, always feel like I got to get Olave the ball." So
That's a good way to think.
yeah, yeah.
As
But
long as he doesn't forget the other weapons.
but please do not forget to throw a couple bombs to Rashid Shaheed. Rashid Shaheed, all Rashid Shaheed need is 2 targets. And, and,
Maybe.
and, and, and he,
Yes.
and he can smoke a week for you.
Man, average 21 yards a reception. Like, this is just a normal Sunday for him.
Yeah.
Like, his numbers been trying to tell people.
Rashid Shaheed is the next Tyreek Hill.
They are not listening.
He's the next Tyreek Hill. He's more Tyreek Hill than Deshaun Jackson.
I mean, come on, that man is averaging 17.8 yards a reception.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is right in line or higher than what he did last year. That's higher.
And honestly, it's not just the bombs. He's actually catching mid to short to mid catches.
Mm-hmm.
He's running those routes. But he likes the home run. So he's definitely gonna every game, he's definitely gonna run down there and try to catch the home run. And if he's open and he catches it, that's your week right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's your week. So yeah.
Rookie year, 17.4 yards a reception. Last year, 15.6. This year, 17.8. That's what he does. This is what he does.
I was hip.
That's what I've been saying all off season. Get Shaheed.
In one of my money leagues.
Their fault.
In one of my money leagues, because this is NFL Network, the NFL fantasy football. Their ADP is all whack. They had Rashid Shaheed buried in the back, in the bottom. They had him buried.
That's awesome.
Look, I seen it.
The real heads are going to look for him.
I seen it, and I was like, yo, they've really got Rashid Shaheed all the way back here. People are picking, because this is a league where the commish, we have been talking about, hey, we need to get rid of the tight ends because the tight end position is really trash. We need to get rid of that. So he made the tight end position a flex. So people out here draft the tight ends. I'm like, I took Rashid Shaheed with my last pick. And now everybody in the league, I'm 4-0 in that league. 4-0, 5-0. What week are we on? We on week 6?
6, going into week 6.
Yeah. I'm 5-0 in that league. And Rashid Shaheed is cooking for me. I think the one week I didn't play Rashid Shaheed was the week that he had that 0. But every week I played Rashid Shaheed, and he's
who did he play that week? He had that 0.
Philly.
The only good Mark Datton, Reed Blankenship on that defense so far this season.
But it wasn't for him not trying, because he dropped 2 long touchdown passes. He dropped them. Hey, right in his hands.
Mm-hmm.
If he would have caught one of those, that would have been 20-something points right there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Rashid Shaheed is a player that you're gonna want to draft every year. Now next year, you're probably still be able to get him 7th or 8th round.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking him 6th.
Right.
I am now playing games with Rashid Shaheed. Whatever the ADP for Rashid Shaheed is, I'm taking him around earlier. Because he is a week winner. He's a week winner.
Mm-hmm.
Just like what Tyreek Hill used to be, a week winner. So yeah.
They didn't listen.
That's funny.
It's all good.
Spencer Rattler, the fake Patrick Mahomes got him a Tyreek Hill like player. That's funny.
Why are so many? Why are there so many of those? It's weird. Like they're all
Because he's the guy. He's the guy.
But there's
So-
another one coming up in college right now, though.
Oh man, look, he's doing his damnedest to try to do everything Mahomes does. And he hangs out with Mahomes. Like he goes and trains with Mahomes.
Yeah, I like what that kid's. He's going to be special, though.
Yeah, he's
He's going to be special.
Was it Nebraska, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he nice. He nice.
pretty sure the running back is also a freshman. Like, so the potential, but their future's bright over there.
As long as they're getting some good coaching, that's all that matters.
Matt Rule, dude, we used to coach at Temple.
Yeah.
He's good. He's good at development. That's what he does. He gets people to He's good at what he does.
He's probably still collecting money from Carolina too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we need to get into this next segment.
Yeah,
I got some things I got to say about that because
what the hell was that?
San
what the hell was that?
San Francisco 49ers. What are y'all trying? Are y'all trying to take me out before the season is over with? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I don't think I'm old enough for a heart attack, but are you trying to get me a heart attack? Because what are you doing out there? What are you doing? First and foremost, Jake Moody, what the hell did you think you were doing? Trying to tackle you're not that guy. Don't try to go head on and tackle somebody. Push him out of bounds. Trip him and do something. What was you doing? Took yourself out the game, and now we don't have a kicker for the rest of the game. So we in position to kick field goals. We can't kick field goals. We got to go for it. And then we lose. We lose by what? 2 points? A point or two? A field goal that we should have kicked instead of going for it on 4th and 23. A field goal that we should have kicked. You know, they changed the rule to where you can have an emergency quarterback. They need to change rules to where we can have emergency kickers, because this ain't the first time somebody has lost a kicker in the game.
I'm actually surprised there is no emergency kicker. I would assume at least the punter would be capable of kicking in an instance, but
no, because punters don't practice kicking.
well,
Now, I'm gonna tell you this: if I had a kicker in college or in high school, I'd be training him on kicking and punting. You know how much money you'd make if you could do that?
Right, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's why I would assume that they were all cross-training in both, just in case of the situation.
Bruh,
or just in case of the opportunity to take both positions.
If you could kick and punt, but you know, let's just say you were better at kicking, but you can kick and punt, and your punter go down, and you can punt, or if you're good at punting, but you can still kick a 45-yard kick, you can still kick that right down the middle. You would make a lot of money in the NFL that way. But I'm off that because I still need to get on these niggas' asses. Pause. Bro, what are y'all doing to me? To me. Now, granted, I know the script. This happens every so often. We'll come out the gate. We'll come out within the first 5 or 6 games. We'll come out flat. And then next thing I know, we go on a run. Bruh, I looked at our schedule this year. This was not the year to play. We got Kansas City. We got Buffalo. We got Dallas. We got Seahawks twice. This was not the year to play. We had Arizona beat. We had them beat. We were up by 2 scores going into halftime. We were up by 2 scores. and then turned around and didn't score none in the second half. I look, I feel like Denny Green right now. We let him off the hook. I just need I just need to understand what were we doing out there? You know, I knew the game was gonna piss me off when we got in the red zone and Mason fumbled for the first time in his career. First time in his career, he fumbled. And I'm like, you know what? The script is not in our favor this week. The script is not in our favor this week. We had them beat. Blocked the punt, blocked the field goal, ran it back. We had them beat. I don't want to see this no more. We got the Seahawks tomorrow night. We're going to go over that game in the Thursday night football preview. But I don't want to see this no more. The one thing I can say about the San Francisco 49ers, very rarely do we get beat. Very rarely do we flat out get beat. It's always the mistakes that we make that contribute to our losses. The last time we flat out got beat was Christmas last year. Ravens just flat out beat us. Flat out. But that doesn't happen very often. When we normally lose games, it's because we shot our own self in the foot. The guys need to stop believing in their hype and start playing football. I understand that you're an all-pro, probably a future Hall of Famer, but what the hell does that matter when you're not showing up and playing like it on Sundays? You know what? We got Seattle tomorrow. So yeah. I don't want to go into a Michael Irvin type rant and talk about how we're losing recipes, but yeah, that game, that game, we beat ourselves. Arizona didn't beat us; we beat ourselves, and we can't
had them right where we wanted them.
Had them right. We cannot continue to do this. We have to play 49er football. Kyle Shanahan got to stop getting cute with these damn plays. Because what do we say every week? Stop getting cute. Play football. I
don't understand why it's complicated to people.
We are a man team. Let's get out there and play like men. It's not hard. It's not hard. Because this is what you've been doing for the better half of the last 8-9 years. This is what you've been doing. Get out there and play 49er football. Not all this cute shit that y'all doing. Get out there and play 49er football.
Yeah. Listen to the man. He's on to something.
Yeah. But we're going to go on to the next topic because it was a lot of eating this weekend, boy. It was a lot of eating. It was so much eating, I couldn't put everybody on the list. But let's get to this.
Who's eating good?
That's how you get diabetes.
All right. First on the list, Mr. Kirk Cousins. Kurt Uncles had 509 yards, 4 TDs in a pick. 8 extremely good. Extremely good this week. This is the Kirk Cousins that we know. It's the Kirk Cousins we know and love. We love it. For fantasy purposes, we love it when Kirk Cousins goes out and has games like this. And I really feel like he has weapons in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And he's finally bringing out the best in those weapons because they never had this opportunity before. You got Mooney, the resurrection of Donnell Mooney, Drake London. Man, even Kyle Pitts got in on the action. Even
That
Kyle
sounds like
Pitts.
an exorcism movie.
Yeah.
The
Even Kyle
Resurrection of
Pitts.
Darnell movie. It's Halloween.
Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts was trying to sneak out of bum jail this week. I seen you, Kyle Pitts. I seen you. We got the footage. You need to get. We got the footage. We made you get back in there. Yeah, yeah. Get your ass back in there. Get your ass back in there. But Kirk Cousins, let's keep more of those coming. Joe Burrow, fresh out of bum jail. Fresh out of bum jail, showing why he ain't trying to go back. He put on a show, even though they lost. He put on a show. But it wasn't because of him they lost. Definitely wasn't because of the offense they lost.
How could it be?
Wasn't because of the offense they lost. I blame that on coaching.
No, if you score 38 points and you lost, yeah, it ain't on your offense.
Yeah, I blame coaching because it was a crucial moment at the end of the game, and they got conservative. When Lamar fumbled that ball in OT, and the defense got it and drove it down and took it down the field, why are you going conservative? Joe Burrow was lighting that defense up. 392 yards and 5 TDs. Let's stop being cute. Right. Stop being cute. Put the dagger in them. But
Play
Joe Burrow,
you see what's working. That's what you do. You keep doing what works until they stop it.
Say that again. Say that again.
You keep doing what works until they stop it. I
There
don't
you
understand
go.
how that's such a challenge for teams.
I don't understand that either.
Like they freeze up, they get skittish in crunch time, they get the yips or something, and they just can't think straight because they go against everything that's been working for them.
It's almost like they try to stop it before the other team does.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Scared.
Doesn't make any sense.
No.
So see who else was eating. Lamar also in that game. 8. 348 yards, 4 TDs, and I'm pretty sure he got some rushing on there.
That's what he do.
I think he had like 50-something rushing yards. So yeah. Lamar 8. Great game from Lamar Jackson. Great.
Man, we'll ignore those 2 fumbles, but we definitely gonna highlight that 87 points in fantasy.
Yeah. We don't give a damn about those 2 fumbles.
They don't count in fantasy. They don't matter.
I mean, you care because you almost put your team in a position to lose, but you won. So,
yeah, you care if you in real life. Ooh,
Joe Flacco, 359 yards and 3 TDs. Again, Indianapolis. How do you go back to Anthony Richardson after seeing this?
Not this season. That's for damn
Not
sure.
this season. Anthony Richardson, you sit down. You sit down. You go into bum jail. You're going into bum jail.
That's away.
Trevor Lawrence, welcome to Fantasy Football 2024, Mr.
Is it real or a fluke?
I think it's a fluke because Indy's defense is trash. And they were involved in a shootout. So Trevor had to get out of his bullshit and play football. But when you show me that you can do things like this, and they paid you all this money, like I need to see this every week because your team, the team around you, is not that good. So you need to, as the quarterback that's making all that money, you need to put your team on your back every week and play like this.
I don't think he's capable of that.
I don't think he is either. But he's gonna
have to. You see how he got so successful. The weapons that he did have.
Yeah. He has some real weapons in
Clemson.
Yeah.
And now he gets average to too good, like C to B players, and he's not the same guy.
I tell you what, if he ever gets benched for Mac Jones, he should be ashamed of himself.
Facts.
All right, so I think the next is the running backs and Tank Bigsby. 129 yards and 2 TDs.
Oh, this gives me joy. This gives
Yeah,
great pleasure.
this pisses me off as an ETN owner. It pisses me off. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but he put on this week. He put on this week for fantasy. You know what? Maybe they should do what Detroit is doing and run both you guys.
Hey, if you
Maybe,
got two, you should. If
maybe
you got two, why are you using one? That's
make both
ridiculous.
of them viable for fantasy. I mean,
Mhm.
Detroit did it. You can do it too. If you want to win, get all your good players on the field.
Run game tires out the defense. If you have two running backs, you should be using two running backs. If you have three solid running backs, you should be using them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beat the defense up.
Swift, the perfect running back name, DeAndre Swift, 120 yards, 8 this week. 8 good this week. After after I said that I was going to put him in bum jail. He showed up. It says, I don't want to go to bum jail. Well, you was already in bum jail, but I think we can release you now.
Don't you be coming back here now.
I call my mama. That's what he said.
That's gonna be a thing. It's so many things from that Monopoly game I can take and put for fantasy football. That's gonna be a thing.
Don't you be coming back here now.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
What have we been saying? Good things happen when you give the ball to Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he will run you all the way to a division title.
Imagine that.
None of the worst teams.
Right. Imagine that. Just imagine that. And I know the Cowboys, even though Rico Dowdle's looking good, but you got to be kicking yourself, knowing that you should have signed Derrick Henry.
They should have signed Derrick Henry.
They should have signed Derrick Henry, but I'm glad they didn't.
I mean, yeah,
keep Derrick Henry out of the NFC. Keep him out the NFC.
Keep him out of my division. So the Eagles got enough problems going on.
Right.
We're going to need a Derrick Henry on top of that. No, that's Pittsburgh.
Rico Dowdle, 114 yards and a TD this week. That's what I'm talking about. And I picked you up and played you. So yes. What's next? Kareem Hunt, another one I picked up. I picked up and started both these guys this week. And Josh Allen didn't do nothing.
I just want to point out one thing. Every game this season, Rico Dowdle's numbers have gone up.
Yeah.
Every single game.
Yeah, because he keeps getting more opportunities.
Yeah. He's slowly been just taking over that number one spot. He's earned it.
You know what?
I mean, he's legit.
Rico Dowdle's better than Pollard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say so.
Yeah.
Pollard was basically riding Zeke most of his career.
Yeah.
Which is similar, but yeah, he's taking this spot. Yeah.
Right. Jamar Chase. We said last week that Jamar Chase has been looking like he's a big play or bust machine. And this week he says, all right, I got you. 10 receptions, 193 yards, and 2 TDs. That's how you play receiver.
Familiar. That sounds familiar. That's numbers.
How you play receiver. From now on, that's how you play receiver.
Almost like somebody predicted that completely to a shade.
Yeah. Yeah. Take a bow, Boulevard. Take a bow.
I will take a bow. That was a great call. That was a ballsy ass prediction right there.
Yeah, take a bow. You called that one right on the head, nail on the head.
Who will get the mojo this week?
Alec Pierce.
Damn, those are the stats you love.
I don't love the targets.
No.
I don't love the targets because it's like, to me, they only throw it to Alec Pierce when he's wide ass open. He got to be wide ass open to get a target. Like if I'm a quarterback and I'm seeing this is what this guy can do with only 3 targets, I'm peppering him with targets.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's make Alec Pierce a thing for fantasy football.
Well,
Especially
I mean, he gets
since
game like
Pittman is
this.
out. Since Pittman is out, let's make him a thing. Let's
Yeah,
make
he
him a
might
thing.
become one. This ain't
Yeah.
his first big game this season.
Nah, not his first big game this season.
So I mean, if people don't know by now, they got to get wind of him soon, or they're
Right.
gonna get passed by players that's watching us.
Yep.
So
Let's
watch
see.
us. Use your brain.
Drake London. Look at them targets.
That is crazy.
Look at them targets. 12 for
That's the
13.
Drake London game we've been waiting for.
Yes. This is the Drake London that we always felt like we should be getting.
Yeah.
And all it took was Kirk Cousins to bring it out of him. That's all it took.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Thomas Jr.
Okay. I was going to say they scared of that damn other receivers now, so he should be freed up in matchups.
Yeah,
dangerous offense.
I would like to see him and Mooney do that every week.
Mm-hmm.
Except if they got to play the 49ers. Don't do that against the 49ers.
I mean, to hell with Kyle Pitts at this point, but
Kyle Pitts actually had a good game though.
But I mean, I'm not to hell with Kyle Pitts. I'm not buying it.
I'm not buying it either. That's why he ain't leaving bum jail. Get
right.
your ass right back in there.
Stay.
You need to show me. Kyle Pitts has to show, like most people, I let them out of bum jail after they had 2 good performances. I need to see 5 good performances from Kyle Pitts before I even think about letting him out of bum jail.
He ain't getting out till like the bye week's over.
Right.
I mean, really getting locked up. He under the damn fantasy jail.
He is Supermax. So Brian Thomas is turning into that. He's turning into that guy for Trevor Lawrence. He's turning into that guy. 5 for 8, 122 yards and a TD. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Love it. More of it. We need it. Slayton.
He gonna be a fantasy hero for somebody most weeks.
Yeah. It all depends on if certain players get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
If Wandale goes down, Slayton gonna cook. So keep your eye out. Keep your eye peeled. If Wandale or Malik Neighbors go down, Slayton is gonna cook. I don't know. Something's going on with Daniel Jones this year. He's actually showing signs of a good quarterback. It ain't all the way there, but he's showing some signs of a good quarterback.
For fantasy purposes, I have to point out.
Yes.
For fantasy purposes, I have to point out Malik Neighbors is still in concussion protocol.
Okay. He'll probably clear before Sunday.
And for some people's sake, I hope so.
Yeah. Look at that. Brock Bowers. 8 catches, 97 yards, and a TD. Breakout game.
Missing is the hard hat. Because that boy comes to do work. He's not here to have fun.
Yeah, he ain't here to make friends. He here to make touchdowns.
It's like fuck your friends list. And fuck your chest. I'm running through them shits.
Right. I love Brock Bowers. Love Brock Bowers.
Right. Friend of the show, Brock Bowers.
Yes, friend of the show, Brock Bowers. Anybody that plays man ball is a friend of the show. Tucker Craft. 4 for 5, 88, 2 TDs.
The big cheese.
Nasty. Like they building something great in Green
That's
Bay.
A big boy playing tight end over there.
6'5", 259. That's a man. That's
a
man. That's a man.
He will choke slam you.
Right. George Kittle. 8 for 12, 64 yards and a TD. Hey, I don't know about you, but the tight ends kind of showed out this past week. They kind of showed out.
It's about that time.
Because look at this next one.
Yeah, I
Charlie
saw
Clark.
this and I said, "Who the hell is that?" And I'm still saying
Exactly.
that.
The Ravens got 3 tight ends,
Right?
and you don't know which one to play. But
This dude really look happy to be there, though.
the king of all the tight ends right now,
Hmm.
9 for 10, 70 yards. No TDs at the season, but what a hell of a game. Welcome back to fantasy football, Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
So that was who ate, who ate, and yeah, some people ate. A lot of people ate this week, and I could only do the top 5
Hmm.
because that's how many people. Like I'm trying to tell you, the wide receiver position had at least 6 or 7 more names on that list. Like that's like we talked about how scoring was down for the first couple of games. But hey, this week scoring was not down. Scoring was not down. Uh People did their thug dizzle. So yeah. Hopefully it's more of that coming because fantasy football needs it. We need more scoring. We need more scoring from the wide receivers. We need more scoring from the tight end. We definitely need more scoring from the tight ends because tight end play has been abysmal this year. We definitely need more scoring from the running back position and not just the guys who we drafted in the first couple of rounds. Like we need some of these rookies to step up. Jonathan Brooks, we need you on the field, my guy. I can't wait till you get on the field. I want to see what you got for fantasy football. Zamir White, we need you to get off the field because you're stinking up the joint. Um, the Raiders need something because I don't believe in Zamir White. I don't believe in Madison. And I really don't believe in Amir Abdullah. Like, I don't believe in none of these guys. So the Raiders need something for fantasy football running back wise. Or Gardner Minshew's and Dirty Dom are not going to survive the season.
Hmm.
But with that said, we're going to slide right into our next topic. Boulevard's favorite, Bust of the Week.
Bust of the week.
Every day.
I'm going to lead this off.
Okay.
Josh Allen. What are you doing, my guy?
Hmm.
Bust of the week.
Right.
Bust of the week. Josh Allen.
Right
Now,
there. Top of the
I,
list.
I will say that there was a period of time in the game where they felt like he had a concussion,
Mm-hmm.
and his coach told him, "Nah, you going back out there." So yeah, that may be a part of it, but this is 2 weeks in a row. This is 2 weeks in a row, and you had opportunities because your team was getting that ass whipped for 2 weeks in a row. So you had opportunities to go out there and at least put up garbage time points, and you didn't do it. Are the Bills allergic to letting Josh Allen play in the fourth quarter for whatever reason? Because he ain't really played in fourth quarters at all this year.
Maybe.
Like, even in blowout games.
I mean, blowouts, yeah, I can understand blowout games. I'm not
No.
playing.
When they're getting blown out,
Oh.
and he needs to put points on the board. Like, nah, sit him down. Put Trubisky in.
Hmm.
Yeah, Josh Allen, don't turn your season around because they were just saying you were the MVP a couple weeks ago, and now you're forgotten. So you need to remind them of who you are.
Right.
And Bills management, please get him a receiver. I love Keon Coleman, but Keon Coleman is a rookie. Get him a receiver. Hell, you can go out. You can go out and you know what? You know what? I found out the other day that Hunter Renfro is a free agent.
Yeah.
Hunter Renfrow is better than a lot of the receivers on the Bills.
Probably.
Why is Hunter Renfrow not on
He's a
somebody's
solid
roster?
receiver. I have no idea.
He just had 1,000 yards a couple seasons ago.
Right.
And he got that because I forgot who the quarterback was. I want to say it was probably Derek Carr.
Oh,
Probably
probably.
Derek Carr. Derek Carr kept feeding him targets, and he was catching them, and he was doing something with them. He had over 1,000 yards and 9 TDs. He needs to
Right.
be on somebody's team. Michael Thomas.
I mean,
Michael
there's
Thomas.
a team in Philly that needs a slot guy,
Like if you
or at
don't want to
least a
trade,
third receiver, if not a slot guy. So
if you don't want to trade, it's players there. It's players there that you can pick up and help Josh Allen. Because Josh Allen needs some help. And James Cook can't do it by himself. He needs some help. Because when y'all go out there against teams that real teams that have playoff aspirations, so far you done lost 2 of those games. Back to back. Embarrassed. You got hoodwinked. You got that ass whipped.
not in a fun way.
Not in the fun way. Not in the
Not
fun way. Not in the fun way. Because that game against the Ravens, good God. They beat that ass. They beat that ass. Good God Almighty, they beat that ass. From the start of the game, you just knew what the tone was going to be. You just knew the tone was going to be. Derrick Henry, 87 yards. You knew what the tone was going to be for the start of the game. Like, okay, they got hit in the mouth. Now we got to see how they respond because they've been whipping teams' asses this year. Let's see how they respond when they get hit in the mouth.
We see what happens.
Yeah, this is the reason why I will never in my life believe that Josh Allen is better than Patrick Mahomes. In fantasy football, yes, I can see Josh Allen being better.
Yeah, he gets rushing touchdowns.
But in real life, you hit Mahomes in his mouth in a football game, he's going to hit you back. And he's probably going to beat you.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Josh Allen, you are on my bum list for the week. Who you got, Boulevard?
For one, well, I got 2 because I didn't really get to look through too hard. Mm-hmm. So I got Herb Harrison Jr. Trying to find his stats again. I've lost track of them. He did not have a great game, though.
Yeah, he only caught like 2 passes for like 20-something yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a bad game.
Under any circumstance.
He had
2
a bad
for
game.
36.
Yeah, he had a bad game.
That's a useless week. We could have done without that.
Yeah.
And Breece Hall.
Oof.
Yeah.
Ooh, Breece Hall. You're killing me. You're killing me, Breece. You're killing me.
He killed a lot of teams this week.
Breece, you better be lucky because I only got you in like really one league, and that's my dynasty league. Breece, you better be lucky that I got Derrick Henry, that I got Achane, that I got Swift, and I got Jahmyr Gibbs. You better be lucky. That you better be lucky that these guys covered your slack. Because for the last couple of weeks, you've been slacking.
12 touches for 37 yards. That was his production. I could do without that.
I can do without that.
You find that in a fucking scrap pile. That's the waiver wire at this point.
One more time, Breece. One more time. You know where you're going.
Man, 10 for 4 last week. Like, what is going on, man?
You know where you're going, Breece. You know where you're going. One more time.
Do it. Like,
no.
I mean, by all means, if anybody can see the writing on the wall, that means go pick up his backup, Braylon Allen.
I don't think Braylon Allen. I don't think Braylon Allen's doing that much better either.
No, but I mean, Yeah, I guess he's not doing much better, but he's still getting them touches. He's
Look,
It's a matter of time at this rate.
if Brees has another bad game, I'm starting off the next show. The next show after this weekend. I'm starting the next show off with him going to the bum jail. He do one more bad. He has a bad game this weekend. He's going to the bum jail off the
Who's
rip.
he got this weekend? That's fine. Who they got this weekend? Let me see here. Damn it. Stupid controls. They got Buffalo. Well, looky there.
You better eat.
Against
It's a
Buffalo.
Monday night game. It's a Monday night game.
It is Monday night game.
You better eat. Where they playing at?
Looks like at home in New Jersey.
Oh wow! Back to the scene of the crime on Monday night in New Jersey against Buffalo.
Mm. And the coach just got fired. Oh boy!
Oh boy!
Oh boy!
I wonder who this coach is going to be. You know, they say Salah was contemplating firing Hackett.
What do you mean contemplating? He shouldn't have ever been in the building. Why
At
did
all.
he just kissing
At
dude's
all.
ass like that? It's like, I'm the coach. You don't tell me who my coordinator is. I tell you who the fucking coordinator is. I'm the coach. You're not. This is my staff. The fuck? I'm gonna fucking bring in your sidekick so y'all can do whatever the fuck you want. That ain't the way it works here.
Salah, come home. Come home. We need you, Salah.
Hey, what do you mean? Jeff Obrick's the new head coach. Ain't he one of y'all's too?
Who?
Jeff Obrick.
He's the new head coach of the Jets?
Interim at least, yeah.
Come home, Salah.
That's one of your local boys done good too.
And Mike McDaniels, if they fire your ass, come home.
Yeah, Mike McDaniels, if they fire you, come to Philly. You can be our coach. Our coach is on the way out too.
I hope somebody punches him in the face on the way out because he has such a. I've been saying that for years. That
Sirianni
has such a punchable
I would have
face.
punched Mike McDaniels in the face so bad.
No, I'm talking about Sirianni. I'm talking about Sirianni has such a punchable face.
Oh yeah, but I want to punch Mike McDaniels in the face so bad.
I want to punch Mike McDaniels because he looks like Logic. I
just want to knock the glasses off his face.
Just smack him off.
That's coming from a motherfucker with glasses. I want to sock the shit out of Mike McDaniels. I'm not threatening him. His life is in no danger. Jaleel White's life is in a lot more danger because I see him. It's on site. But that's a whole nother matter.
Nobody's life is in danger from a punch.
No, absolutely not. This ain't Cooley High.
Right.
That shit don't happen in the real world.
I wouldn't want to get punched by Mike Tyson, but I feel like I could survive a punch from Mike Tyson.
Could absolutely survive
sure,
a punch.
Sure, the swelling may take a while to go down.
Right.
But I don't feel like Mike could kill me off a punch. Like he could probably knock me into a coma, but me dying, no.
Like you'd have to hit your head on after the fact, like when you hit land or all this shit. No.
Yeah.
Odds are probably not.
Like, nah, come fight me in a padded room.
Right.
So when you knock me out,
bodies are built to withstand punches.
So when you knock me out, I fall into something soft.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to do it. Just my power. It overwhelms me.
I was getting ready to say something. I'm leaving that alone. Because I'm thinking about the scene. The scene where he was yelling at Robin Givens and he called her a certain C word.
Yeah, I know that scene. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm leaving that alone. It was the funniest thing I had ever heard because I didn't know what that was and then people told me what it was. Oh, made it even funnier.
You fucking flirt for lady parts you can't say on TV.
Man, I was walking around. I was walking around when I found out what that was in high school. I was walking around telling everybody, calling everybody that name.
Mm.
Uh Waiver wire picks of the week. Let's get into that because there's still some people out there that y'all need to be.
That's me diving into that shit.
Yeah, there's some people out there that y'all need to be looking at.
Give me what I want.
Waiver wire pickups.
And of course, I'm starting off with my guy, Tolbert, Jalen Tolbert. I've been telling y'all about Jalen Tolbert for the longest time. Some of y'all are starting to pick up on it. Some of y'all are starting to pick up on it because he's 27% rostered.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I need that 27 to go up. So let's do that 27 and make it a 72, and I'm happy.
I mean, somebody on the Cowboys got to get it opposite of off a Lamb.
Yeah. And I understand how we feel about the number 2 receiver in Dallas because the number 2 receiver has been Cook, and Cook hasn't really done much. But Dak Prescott can sustain 2 or more receivers. He did it with Amari Cooper, and they had CeeDee Lamb. He did it with those 2. He can do it again.
Since you do things in music, you could probably get us some background music for some of these episodes instead of this assortment that they have here.
Yeah, that music is whack. That music is whack.
And now the video is going to start freezing.
Like I would need to figure out like what would go well with what we're talking about at certain periods of time. Like once I get a feeling, then I know what to do. Once I get
overall, I would imagine like a lo-fi. I think it's a soft, smooth talk chat kind of coffee talk vibe, coffee shop vibe, or barbershop mellow kind of deal. It's like I equate these to barbershops, basically, these sports shows. Like just motherfuckers sitting around talking sports, only you gotta list the topics.
I get it.
That's the vibe I like to put out.
I get it.
Like just shooting shit like normal.
Yeah.
We got a set list.
Yeah, that's when men are at peace.
Mm-hmm. And on any show I'm on, men will be at peace.
Yeah, that's when men are at peace.
Mm-hmm. Good vibes only.
Drake May is starting this week. If you have roster space, I would suggest picking up Jalen Polk.
Ooh,
and
thinking out the box.
Yeah. And who's the other receiver? GI's guy.
Patriot. Shit.
Yeah, I had just mentioned his name. Well, mentioned his name before we jumped on the pod. But yeah, I would pick up the 2 Patriot receivers. Yeah, pick up Jalen Polk. I'm first and foremost, I'm a Polk guy. Polk high. I always feel like he got 6 targets last week. So Drake May is going to gravitate to one of these guys. So it's Demario Douglas. He's going to gravitate to either Demario Douglas or Jalen Polk. That's the guy you want to pick up. You pick up both, see which one he gravitates towards, and do what you want to do with the other one. If you want to keep him just in case, or trade him or drop him. If you can trade him, fine. If you can't, drop him. But I'm leaning more towards him jumping with Polk. That's what I'm more leaning towards. Only because I know they got a lot of reps together in training camp.
Right.
So I tend to believe that when quarterbacks get a lot of reps with one of these guys in training camp, that's the guy they're normally going to look for. And
Yeah,
Polk,
that's who they're comfortable with. Yeah,
yeah, and
right.
Polk has actually been doing some athletic, acrobatic ass catches over the last couple of weeks. So that'd be the guy I'm definitely looking at.
All right. Well, for quarterbacks, I have the two obvious suspects, which is both of them coming off of hot games. One is Bo Nix because he's finally had a breakout game. And
Bo
saying that,
Nix.
you're hurt by bye weeks or whatever, that might be someone you'd consider.
Yeah.
Someone else you'd consider Flacco, obviously.
If Flacco is still in your leagues, run and grab him.
8%. 8% owned. Nix
Crazy.
is 10. Drake May is 3. The fact that Drake May is 3 is crazy because people should have known he was going to be the starter at some point.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Anthony Richardson is injury prone.
Right.
So
should have known Flacco would be the starter at some point.
yeah.
Nix is at 10%. He's been there the whole season. I mean, like you didn't need that depth or something.
Hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I tend to not have just 3 quarterbacks. So, but that's just me.
Yeah. If you're in a 2-quarterback league, you should definitely have a third quarterback. And if you don't have a third quarterback, you playing with your life.
Yeah.
You playing with your life.
I mean, in a 2-quarterback league, I like to have 4. I'm most comfortable with 4.
If I can roster 4, yes, because I always know somebody gonna come calling for one of them quarterbacks.
That's it. Yeah. Like I said earlier in the show, I'm about to trade a quarterback because I have 4 quarterbacks in that league. I'm comfortable enough to trade that quarterback. Shit. Because
Darius Slayton is 7% owned.
That's ridiculous.
He's 7% owned, even after the game that he had this week. He's 7% owned. Pick him up because
Go get him. Yeah.
you don't know. First and foremost, you don't know if Neighbors is coming back this weekend. That's what you don't know.
Right.
So if he's not coming back, you want to get Slayton. You want to get Slayton. While Daniel Jones is hot with these wide receivers, you want to get him.
Yeah. This is how you win a bye week.
This is how you win a bye week. This is how you win a bye week. Playing the waiver wire game is how you win a bye week.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm not understanding is how Jalen Tolbert is 27% owned, but Christian Watson is 43% owned.
Mm-hmm.
Christian Watson is nowhere near as good as Jalen Tolbert. Christian Watson has a lot of talent. He's a lot of talent,
Right.
but he still needs a lot of refinement because he's quick, he's fast, but his routes aren't that crisp, and his hands are sometimey, and he doesn't really have no chemistry with his quarterback. So yeah.
All right.
You got another one for me?
I got one out the box. Actually, I got 2 out the box. The first one, Jeremy McNichols. Like last 2 weeks, he's had 8 carries and 7 carries. 8 carries for 68 and 2 touchdowns, and 7 for 44 and a touchdown.
I know why you like him.
That's part of it. Hell yeah.
Okay, so that's an inside joke, and I'm gonna explain that inside joke. This man's rap name is Terry Nichols.
Like the terrorist.
So
that was a different time.
So the fact that he's he has a love for a player named McNichols.
Damn right. I am on your side, Jeremy.
Yes.
You have one fan. That's not your mama.
Who's your next player?
Uh, Dare Agumbalale.
From the Texans.
Yeah,
What
he
I
had
like about him,
21 touches for 87 yards this week.
so what I like about him is I feel like even when Mixon comes back,
Mm-hmm.
he's still going to be in play. I don't think Mixon is going to get that large role that he had when the first couple of games because that's what got him hurt.
Yeah, I found that
So
I didn't think they were going to do that. I thought it was going to be a committee with him and Pierce.
right. So here's my question: do we like Adonai Mitchell this week?
Uh,
With Pittman being out.
with Pittman, so you mean Indy?
Yeah.
What about where do we stand on Pierce?
No, not Pierce. Adonai Mitchell.
I don't know. I would say probably not.
Okay.
But I'm realizing we're
wouldn't-
probably a little, start friendly with a lot of these players when we go through that.
I wouldn't be surprised if Adonai Mitchell has about 5 catches, 68 yards in the TD.
No, he's not shooting his shot.
Not shooting my shot. Not shooting my shot. I'm just putting it out there.
You can have other predictions. God.
Doing whatever I feel like doing. Gosh.
God.
I was like, this dude is an asshole. All the kid asked you was, what are you planning on doing today?
Right?
I love that. I love Napoleon Dynamite. Your mom goes to college.
Right?
Like,
You
that was
got him.
stupid. That was so stupid but hilarious. Your mom goes to college.
That shit's supposed to hurt. Oh,
Hey.
Spencer Rattler, according to Yahoo, is projected for 28.89 points in fantasy. So not very much at all.
Yeah, Spencer Rattler he's gonna have to come out and he's gonna have to cook. He's gonna have to cook. Like in order for people to take him serious, he's gonna have to cook.
Yeah. Fellow host of this program, GQ, has been riding and waiting and pining and waiting for this day when Spencer Rattler would be the quarterback. When I say he's never letting that job go, that's GQ's influence on me because that's what he believes. He's a big mark for Spencer Rattler.
And I just picked him up in the fantasy football league.
Was it a smart move? We'll see. Projections got him at 189 passing yards. And that ain't much.
It ain't much at all. But he has an actual team around him. So it's not like he ain't got weapons. He got weapons.
Right.
So we will see.
Right.
We will see. Trust
Two
and believe.
more obvious running backs.
Trust and believe. I am going to be watching Spencer Rattler closely.
2 more running backs. We've said both of their names in this show.
Okay.
Bigsby and Tracy. Both of them are sitting around 23% on fantasy.
Bigsby should be already taken because I can guarantee you Bigsby is not available in any league that I'm in. I can guarantee you that.
Hmm.
Yep, he's. I managed to get him in 2 leagues, but every other league he's gone. Like you
Yeah,
know,
he's gone. He's gone in
you
my
know,
league.
you playing with some real players when you'll see. Oh, they're only rostered in 28, 29% leagues, and then you look at your leagues and everybody's got
Uh-huh.
them.
Vultures. Damn vultures.
vultures. They pounce on everything.
Mm-hmm. I'm saying like the fucking free agency waiver wire is just picked clean, bone dry.
Clean,
I love it.
clean.
I
But
love it.
that's some people that y'all should definitely look out for. Uh,
Hmm. Also,
definitely
Jordan
look out for.
Whittington.
Yeah, but he's on a bye week. But still. Oh, speaking of which, uh, Jordan Whittington, you can jump ahead of your waiver wires with him. But you should definitely, if Juju Smith-Schuster is available in any of your leagues, yeah, I would definitely jump ahead of that waiver wire and grab him because I picked him up in several leagues. So
That was
we
a
going,
brilliant pickup.
huh?
That was a brilliant pickup.
Yeah, I picked him up in several leagues because if he gives me a little more of what he got, of what he gave us on Monday night, if that becomes a thing for him,
Right.
hey, I ain't mad at it. I ain't
That's the
mad at it.
crazy shit about fantasy football. It's never the team that you drafted.
No, it's never the
Right.
team that you drafted. Every year, uh, I mean, outside of the team, the players you drafted in the first 3 or 4 rounds,
Mm-hmm.
like the waiver wire and free agency is going to change the landscape of your team from rounds 5 and on.
Yeah,
From rounds
pretty
5 and
much.
on,
Yeah.
unless you really drafted some heat, you need to pound that waiver wire.
Right. You're going to be. There's a lot of bye weeks, and one bye week you're going to have like 5 people out. And you're going to have to make some changes. So you can't escape it. It's unavoidable.
It's
Unavoidable. Fantasy.
unavoidable.
Yeah.
Unavoidable. I just wish they would, instead of doing bye weeks, I wish they would just in the middle of the season do the Pro Bowl and give everybody the week off.
Right. Have a flag football championship or something.
Something, you know what I'm saying? Something do like what the NBA do. Like that's your week off, your week
Mm-hmm.
or two off, and then you go back to work. But I understand it. It's football. They can't do that.
Mm.
They can't do that. Teams be so beat up by week 5, week 6. They definitely need them bye weeks
Mm-hmm.
to get to rest your body, rest your mind, and get ready to go back and do it all over again for the next. Could you imagine having your bye week in week 4 and now you got to play 13 straight games?
That shit is crazy to me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
like the Eagles, for example, that shit is just mind-boggling. Having a bye week that early in a long ass season, like it ain't even get cold yet. The cold
yeah,
ain't even hit your bones yet.
yeah.
You
So
need a
let's talk
bye
about
week
this.
like week 12, week 10, shit, week 11,
Yeah,
as late as you can get that shit.
I just want to briefly touch on this Thursday night preview because we all
Okay,
know,
shit.
I am extremely superstitious when it comes to the San Francisco 49ers. The San Francisco 49ers is probably the only thing I'm superstitious about. So I'm not going to down talk the Seattle Seahawks. I'm not going to down talk the Seattle Seahawks.
He's scared.
No. It's just that the last 3 times me or GI and jumped on this show, and mainly GI, it was mainly him. I like every time he jumped on the show. Oh yeah, we're gonna kick their ass. We're gonna kick their ass. We lost. So I'm taking a different approach. I'm just going to talk about the fantasy relevance of this game. And I'm not going to pick a winner. I'm just going to talk about the fantasy relevance.
Right.
DK Metcalf. He's been playing like a number one receiver because that's what you drafted him for. That's what you drafted him for.
Right.
Walker. Walker is playing like a top 5 running back. And if you picked Walker up, you probably got him in the 6th or 7th round. And that has been a value pick for you because he's now, I think he's outscored Brees Hall. He's outscored Bijan. I think he's outscored a lot of running backs that you probably took in the first round outside of Saquon.
Let me check. Mm-hmm. Do some moves. Who are we talking about here?
Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's not out rushing Brees Hall.
You say he's what?
He's not out rushing Brees Hall.
But is he outscoring him?
No, not in Yahoo. He's behind Robinson, Chase Browns, Gibbs, then Hall.
Hold up. Because I got Brees Hall in the league, and I feel like Brees Hall really ain't gave me nothing. Like, I really feel like Brees Hall ain't gave me nothing.
He's beat projection. Well, last 2 weeks he's failed to beat projections, big time. Like last 2 weeks he's flopped, but first 2 weeks he beat projections, and he was barely under in week 3.
Ooh, I'm looking at the running back because what I did was I hit all players running back season. So Derrick Henry is the number 1 running back, but he's only the number 1 running back for fantasy scoring wise by 3 points. Kamara's number 2, Barkley's number 3, Kyron Williams is number 4, Cook is number 5, Jordan Mason's number 6, Brian Robinson Jr. is number 7,
Dobbins.
Hubbard is number 9, Dobbins is 10, Connor's 11, Aaron Jones is 12.
They're just slightly different, but the gist is the same.
But Chase Brown is in the top 10, top 15. I'm really angry that that Montgomery is over Gibbs. I'm really angry about that.
But Charbonnet?
Hold up, where's Charbonnet?
What I'm looking at is got Charbonnet over Gibbs and Hall and Brown.
Hold up. That was the season rank. Now let's
do like Charbonnet over Walker in this Yahoo league. Oh.
Yeah, I've seen it. Charbonnet's by 0.5. Yeah, 0.5.
Yeah, it's just crazy in theory that would be the case.
That is wild.
Yeah. I mean, it just means Seattle's got a strong run game.
Yeah. I don't like that. But yeah. They do have a strong run game. If you got Kenneth Walker on your team, you're not gonna ever sit him on a bench. Just like you're never gonna sit DK on the bench, no matter what the defense they're playing against. You're not gonna sit them on the bench. You're not gonna sit Geno on the bench unless you got 2 other viable options over him. So yeah, that's their team. And 49ers, I feel like you can start Brock Purdy this week. I mean, you can start Brock Purdy every week, honestly. Yeah. Unless we got to play the Ravens again. But then again, no. I think we may be able to get with their defense this year. Like, they lost some pieces on defense. I don't think they're as ferocious. So if we played them, it would probably be a shootout. It would probably be a shootout. Like they're gonna get with our defense, and our offense gonna get with their defense.
Mm.
But you can start Brock Purdy every week. Uh, with Debo and Ayuk back, I think Jennings is back to take a back seat. I hate to see it though, because that 1 week Jennings cooked, but Ayuk cooked last week. So you gotta feel like one or two of those are gonna cook every week with Kittle in the mix. I feel like the game script should be a lot of Jordan Mason.
Right.
This is what Tom Brady was calling the game on Sunday, and he said something that I've been saying. We've gone away from what we do, and what we do is the play action game. We don't do that anymore. Like we haven't done a lot of it, and that is a play that normally gets us a lot of chunk yards because it's always somebody open whenever we do the play action pass where Brock Purdy pretends like he's going to run the ball and then he rolls out. And it's always somebody open. We don't do that no more because Kyle and the coaching staff getting cute. I don't like that. We need to do that more this game. It needs to be a lot of Jordan Mason, which is going to open up the play action pass, and yeah, like Brock can put up. Like I feel like Gino can still get his numbers. He can still get his numbers. And it could probably be a good old shootout. A good old shootout. Because that's what Seattle thrives in this year. Like almost every game they've been in, been low key a shootout. So
Only
we'll
thing I
see.
want to point out is the over-under on this, and I hope these lines don't change before Saturday because I can't wait to talk about these games. These lines are crazy right now. But the over-under in this San Fran Seattle is 49.5. What you think?
That's funny. That's funny. I think somebody was trolling when they did that.
No, as of right now, there's two over-unders that's plus 50. Eagles are plus 9.5 point favorites.
Who y'all play?
Cleveland. Houston's
Cleveland?
a 7-point favorite. Atlanta's a 6-point favorite. It's like, come on. Any self-respecting gambler knows what's going on here, and they need to hop in this and take the unders on some of these games. They're crazy. I can't wait to talk about them now.
I'm sitting up here thinking, oh, y'all playing Cleveland. Y'all should be able to wax them.
That's the perception, but that ain't the way it goes.
But we all know this year has been tales from the dark side, the twilight zone for NFL. Teams that should be getting that ass whipped is not getting that ass whipped.
Mm-hmm.
They not only put up a fight, but they're winning. I don't like that.
This will fuck around and be the Jameis Winston week. Jameis Winston to come in throw 4 fucking touchdowns in the second half or some bullshit.
But
who the hell knows?
The coach said, Stefanski said, we're not changing the quarterback. Obviously, you don't like your job.
Right?
You don't like your job. You don't.
You wasting all them people's seasons.
Right. My whole thing is, if we're trying to win games, who gives a damn how much money this man making? Put the best product on the field. That's what it is. That's what it is.
I mean, either way, you're gonna have to eat this loss anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, because
he's
not living up. He's not living up to the money that y'all guys put in front of him.
No, it would be impossible to. He'd have to be basically Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
He'd have to be the guy he was at Clemson.
Or he could be early Deshaun Watson in Texas in wherever he came from. I'm like my brain
Houston.
shot.
Houston.
The Texans.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could be that.
That would be wonderful.
Because it's
We'd
not like
all love that guy to come back.
it's not like he doesn't have the talent around him. He does have the talent around him. So
Yeah.
we
He
will
just needs
see.
to figure it out.
We will see. That's all I'm saying. We will see.
Mm.
But for fantasy purposes, I would much rather Jameis Winston be out there.
Factual.
And I think not even for fantasy purposes, I think Cleveland Brown fans would rather see Winston out there.
Oh, hell yeah. No one over there wants him anymore. They're all sick of him. They are all sick of that dude. They're sick of Stefanski because they're sick of him.
Yeah.
Like, it's that bad. They're ready for the coach, the GM, everybody else going to go because of this. Like, it's going to be a complete reset after this season.
Yeah,
If
Stefanski.
the owner got any damn sense, it's going to be a reset after this season because everybody needs to go. Eat the damn cap
ass back to the Rams.
Mm-hmm. Just eat the cap space and move forward.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Like, that's not a Super Bowl team.
No.
Trade Myles Garrett to the Eagles. Trade JOK also to the Eagles with Denzel Ward for a number 3 pick. Just give us everything, man. Come on. We need defense.
I think it ain't just y'all. Everybody besides Kansas City needs defense.
I know.
Like everybody besides, like they say the Ravens are giving up a lot of yards. It's like, when has that ever been a thing?
Though. Like mostly in the air.
Like, when has that ever been a thing? It's never been a thing. Like, the defense is really trash this year. Defense is really trash, except unless your name is Kansas City.
Yeah. I like what the Ravens got going on.
Offensively, yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Jackson and Henry, that's unstoppable. But that run defense is
unless you're Kansas City. Unless you're Kansas City. I think Kansas City be getting away with illegal shit that refs don't call. That refs don't call. But that was the show for tonight, and we got a good one coming up for you on Saturday, where we're gonna call our shots, and then Garfield's gonna be here for his kicker. So, hey, I'm ready. I'm ready for some more football. So, even though I'm gonna be a nervous wreck watching that game tomorrow, because this is what the 49ers are doing to me this year. I'm gonna be a nervous wreck, but hey, I'm just happy that football's back on. I'm happy. We're 5 weeks in. We got about 13 more weeks of regular season left, and I'm here for all of it. And I'm here for you guys. We're here for you to help you guys win your leagues like we win ours. So, Boulevard, you got anything to say before we take it home?
No, I'm good. We covered everything.
All right. Hey, see you guys Saturday.
Thank you for watching the Fantasy Football Adventures podcast. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Links in the description.